This is Solo P1 Game 30, the final whistle. The Merseyside derby is over and Liverpool triumphed 1-0. This is the player review ratings. I'm going to bring in my co-Q's, my partner in crime. And before I do that, I want to thank everybody who has supported us all through this time of doing podcasts since 2017. When I started off on my own with a single microphone USB, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I was literally reading off a script. I had a piece of paper up there on the ledge, and I was basically reading off the script because I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I never knew nothing about podcasting. I never knew nothing about YouTube. But I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody who supported us over these years since 2017. Yes, we've been rocking since 2017. I started off just doing Formula One. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And now we've formed this subscription. We are on 5K subscribers. And I want to thank everybody. And when I say everybody, I want to thank everybody who's been with us since the beginning and continue to rock with us. Give everybody a round of applause. I'm going to bring in my co-Q's, my partner in crime, TOTO! Toto, are you there? Big up, Toto. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, it's going well, man. It's going well.
5K subscribers.
Of course, I'm glad that we got hit 5K. Channel's growing and growing every single day. Just thank you guys for that. But yeah, overall, just feeling well.
Big up, Waniak. Big up, lads. Well done. Thank you very much, guys. Big up, lads. Well done. Big up to you. He says 3-0 away from Champions League is away for me. Yeah, that's it, man. That's what it's going to be, man. Champions League. You see what you can do in the Champions League. You've already won it, by the way. Can't really say much about Arsenal, but you have won the Champions League. You have got European heritage in the Villa. Or should I say the Villa? Yeah, man. Big up to you. And you look, my dream, now what my dream, I'm just going to say, that when you do play Man United, that Rashford scores the winning goal when you play Man United soon. I know you got Man United coming up soon. But yeah, this is Liverpool. This is the final whistle. The Merseyside derby. We got our own back, bro. We got our own back. 1-0. I know it wasn't the best game. And I know Van Dijk was crap. And I know Ibra was crap. And we're going to talk about that after. Absolutely terrible they were yesterday, especially in the first half. That was all right, but it doesn't matter. Van Dijk, I think for me, Van Dijk weren't as good as Kanate was. They were both not that good, but I think Kanate was a little bit better yesterday, but none of them were good really yesterday. Not in the first half anyway, like you said. Anyway, but yeah, man, we won. We won. We got the Merseyside derby, and there's only 4 games to go. It doesn't matter what Arsenal does. We win 4 more games, and we win the league. So what are you saying, bro? 12 points clear of the Premier League. We're looking good. But this was maybe a potential banana skin, but we got through it. What are you saying?
Yeah, most of these kind of games you need to win the league, to be honest. It's not the best way of winning. It weren't really like...
It's the Merseyside derby, though. This is what you get.
We went a sandstorm. We didn't really like to smack them up. But look, he said that I hate these derbies, man. No, I like them at the same time. I like the uproar. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like it. I just don't like these derbies, man. Honestly, I like it and hate it at the same time. Like I just says. But look, I'm glad that we're not going to face Everton again to the rest of the season. And will give us a better chance because Everton's always a bogey trap.
What was it? He says Merseyside derby.
Home or away.
It's like the Man United one. It's like the Man United one. Look, at the end of the day, right, it is what it is. It's the same thing with the Man United. They might have a horrendous season, but when the playoffs, they will turn up. Everton always turn up. It's been like this for years and years and years, decades and decades. Look, let's face it, Everton are not a big club, are they? We all know Merseyside is red. It doesn't matter what the Evertonians say. They know deep down that when it comes down to it, yeah, Merseyside is red. And we triumphed, man. We got the result. Look, you see how it was when we played them at their ground and they got a draw. It was like a cup final for them. You know, when Virgil come out and said it's like a cup final for them. You know what I mean? But we got the win. We're 12 points clear. And 4 more wins and we win the league. So You know, I'm happy. This is what I always wanted. I think there was some interview the other day with Ibra Konate, and Ibra Konate said the team want the league the most. That's the main thing, the Premier League. And I've been saying this for a while now. When we went at the FA Cup, you remember when we went at the FA Cup and everybody was angry? Yeah? I was thought, okay, whatever, yeah. I always thought, look, if we win the Premier League, we're not going to care about this FA Cup. And you think about it, if we were still in the FA Cup, we would have played on the weekend, and that would have been a couple of days rest in the Merseyside derby. But we had a good rest since the international break. We've had a week off, and we wouldn't have got that week off if we would have been in the FA Cup. So going at the FA Cup was kind of, you know what I mean, not that bad.
Yeah.
The Premier League is the most important thing to me. I want to win the Premier League this season, and I want to win the Premier League next season. I want to have 21 league titles because I'm greedy. I'm greedy. And as a Liverpool fan, you must be greedy. A club at this stature, this size, yeah, you want to thrive to be the ultimate best. I want to have 21 league titles. I don't want to be drawing 20 with Scum United. I want to have 21 league titles. You get me, Toto?
Yeah. I know, man. We've just got to stay consistent with the signings. We can't be affording any injury-prone players. We can't be affording a lack of signings, because the only way we're going to win this next league, you know, for next season, is by signing the players that we need, like a striker or a fullback or a CDM, something like that. Maybe a new right winger for a replacement of Salah. I wouldn't say replacement, but a backup. So when Salah does go, he goes straight in there. But yeah, we'll just need signings, man.
We've already got one Chiesa, but for some reason I don't think slot rates him, it's a shame because, you know, you're looking at Salah, how many the thing about it, yeah. People saying, oh, Salah's dropped off. He's dropped off because he's played so many games this season. He's played so many hours, thousands of hours of football he's played this season, just like Van Dijk has, just like Gravenberch has, and this is what we're seeing now, the drop-off. Now, if Salah was rotated, we've said this plenty of times, I'm going to say it again, but if Salah was rotated, Toto, we'd have a better Salah now. It's the fact that he hasn't been rotated. Salah has played more or less every single game, apart from 1 or 2 games in the FA Cup. But apart from that, yeah, he's played every single game. What do you expect a 32-year-old Egyptian to do? The Egyptian king. If he plays every single game, he's not Superman, he will drop off. Gravenberch is a young man. He dropped off because he played nearly every game. And this is what happens when the club don't buy players. Well, that's the negative part of it. The positive is we're going to win the league. We're going to be crowned the Premier League champions. And everybody that said that we was never going to win the league, they all said, oh, there's going to be a big drop-off. Gary Neville said it. All the YouTube said it. Yeah. And this is the message to everybody.
Where's your big mouth now? Where's your big fucking fat mouth now?
There you go. Where's your big fat mouth now that everybody said that we was going to drop off? Slot wasn't the guy. We wasn't going to get anywhere, and we're going to drop off. And Man United is going to finish above us. That's what they said as well. That was another hilarious. That was just a comedy. That was comedy. Looking back at it now, that Man United was going to finish higher than Liverpool. You get me?
English Premier League. Liverpool versus Manchester United.
He knows. He knows what's going there. He knows what's going there. At the end of the day, we're going to be crowned Premier League champions. And I don't care what anybody thinks. People say, oh, yeah, Salah's not the guy. Salah's not the guy. Why, he's about to break the record for the most assists in the season. All it is one more, I think. One more assist. We are going to win the Premier League. Remember that. Remember that, guys. Amfrab, my bedroom of Amfrab, messaged me the other day saying we didn't have the best of the game, but we still got the points. He's so happy because he knows. He knows. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I just reckon for this game, I think it should be a wake-up call for some of our players. It should be a wake-up call because we played absolutely terrible. I think first half we played terrible. And we lost the ball every time. We couldn't really get out of our box. Second half, we controlled the game well. We attacked really well. But yeah, like Van Dijk, Konate, they need to wake up, man. They need to wake up.
Both of them. Van Dijk was the worst, I think.
So I think second half, yeah, they did well. But majority of the game, I think first half, where it was vital. Better could have scored, man. We could have drawn this game because of them.
You know what? I think Van Dijk was worse than Konate. Because Van Dijk nearly cost us a goal.
Yeah.
A couple, you know, like when it bounced, the rule of being a defender, the rule of defense is you don't let, you know, when that ball comes over, you head of the ball. That's the rule. That's 101. As a basic coach, every coach should know that, yeah? If you're coaching your back four or your back three, whatever formation you're going for, yeah, you say to the defenders, the centre-backs, right, when that ball comes over, head of the ball, don't let the ball bounce. If the ball bounce, it can go over you and then the striker can run around you. That's a rookie mistake. You have to head of that ball out. And yesterday, Van Dijk didn't head of that ball.
Be on the front foot.
And it nearly, yeah, and the guy nearly scored. That's the rule of being a defender. When you see that ball, because you know, as a defender, when that ball comes over, header it out or kick it out. Don't let the ball bounce. Not if the striker's running at you. That's a big thing. Don't ever do that in football, because if that happens, the ball's going to bounce over you. Striker run round you, you got done. And Van Dijk made a rookie mistake. Is it down to fatigue? It could be. Because like I said, Van Dijk, if we look at the hours that Van Dijk has played on the pitch this season is a lot. It's up there with Mo. I think it's more than Mo and Gravenberch. I think Salah. I think the highest is Gravenberch and Van Dijk and Salah, them three. So it is what it is, man. We've got to. This is why hopefully next season we get the rotation right. You get me? We get the rotation right. So let's go on to the player ratings. Enough for us chatting around now. Let's go to the player ratings here. So let's bring that up on the screen. There's the player ratings. Can you see that, everything, bro?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go through it now. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Let's start with Kelleher. What are you saying about Kelleher, bro?
I thought he did well. Tom Mason was good by Kelleher, to be fair, towards the end of the game. Given that one. I didn't really think I had nothing to do though, to be fair. Kept a clean sheet. What can you say, man? You know, I say 7 for Kelleher. Kept a clean sheet. He didn't really have nothing to do. I think
I'm gonna go with you on that one.
Distribution was all right. So yeah, 7.
I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm gonna totally agree with that one. I think he had a good game. You know, it's a safe pair of hands in it when you have Kelleher. You can always trust him in it. You can always trust him. He's one of them. Yeah, I agree. Let's get that up to 7. Whoa-ish, you know, gotta change it, man. It's crazy. We got a message from Notorious Pig. The haters will say it's a weak season, but who cares? After 38 games, the league never lies. Exactly. They're just haters, bro. It's just haters. That's all it is. It's haters. Because they can't take it. You know who's feeling it the most? The Arsenal manager. Because he come in, yeah, he built this project, this so-called project, right, to take down Man City. And this was their season that they was going to capitalise on it because Man City dropped off. And who capitalised on it? Liverpool. And this guy is coming, Arne Slot, unknown, is coming and he's going to back to win the league in his first season. What does that say about Arteta? And that's what it is. They just can't handle it.
He's a very, very average manager.
Exactly. And that's what it is. They can't handle it, bro. Big up to PIG, Notorious. So, next one is Curtis Jones.
Thought he did good.
Yep.
I'll say 8 for Curtis. Thought he did well. Got involved. Always on the front foot when he's tackling. Played the inverted role well, in my opinion. Of course, he played midfield anyway, so it's kind of natural to him. He weren't running up and down the wings, weren't making overlapping runs, which I wouldn't expect from Jones. I would expect to play more inverted, more centrally, and more inside. So yeah, I thought he did well. Passed the ball well. Yeah, 8 for Curtis.
I thought it was good as well. I thought Curtis Jones filling in for Trent and Conor Bradley because they're both out injured. I thought when I saw before the game that it was going to be the right back, I thought Curtis Jones is the right back. Wow. And then when you saw him play it was really good. It was solid at the back. I totally agree with PIG. It was solid at the back, right back. It's like he's always played there. Very good. And it's good to have Slot utilised him because I heard that Slot was thinking about using Curtis Jones as a right back a few weeks ago. That's what I heard. So it worked. Arne Slot, the genius again, worked. Use Curtis Jones as a right back. Who would ever thought, eh? Who would ever thought? Big up to Arne Slot. I'm giving Curtis Jones a 7.5. What did you give him?
8.
I'll give him an 8. I agree. I'll go with you. I think he was really good yesterday. Really, really good. Curtis Jones at 8. PIG gave him a 10. Waniak says, how is it a weak season when you only lost one? I know.
Yeah.
It's not our fault. It's just the fact the others have been crap. It's not the others been crap. It's the fact that we've been so good. That's what it is. But they can't admit that, innit?
Just need to keep up.
And the fact he can fill in there means he must for the squad. Yeah. Trust me, he's there. Let's go on to Konate. For me, he looks shaky. Every time Everton burst forward, he looked shaky. Konate didn't lose the ball as much as Van Dijk though. Didn't cost us a goal, but he did look shaky at the back. But I know before the international break, I know he was injured, and I think he did play for France. I think I didn't watch France during the international break, but he come back. Maybe it's just a bit of rustiness. Maybe our next game against Fulham on Saturday, which we'll talk about tomorrow. He'll be a bit better. But yesterday he looked a bit shaky for me, so I'm going to give Ibru a 6 out of 10. He was all right in the second half. He got better, but first half he was a bit shaky. But I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Ibru Konate.
Yeah, I would say that as well. I would say 6.5. I thought he did
I can't give him. I love Ibru, but I can't.
He did better second half. I thought he was more better.
Yeah, of course
Virgil.
he did. Yeah, he was better than Virgil yesterday.
But letting Beto through on goal twice, man, it's just not good enough. Yeah, 6.
All right. Virgil van Dijk for me. Beto, he broke too many times. Past Van Dijk twice. Could have cost us a goal. He missed, which I was. All he had to do was just slide it with his side foot, but he decided to try and do a finish shot, which kind of didn't pay off. And I'm glad he actually did the finish.
Yeah, I don't know why he tried to spin it, to be fair.
I don't know. I'll just hit it flat, man. Just toe poke it if you want to. Old school. But Van Dijk, he done Van Dijk. Van Dijk should have just headed the ball. He hesitated for some reason. It looked like he wasn't sharp yesterday. It looked like he was tired, fatigue, kicking him maybe. Maybe after the international break as well, I want to get back up to scratch. Oh, I've got confidence in my centre back though, because I know I think in Fulham he's going to come back to his best like he always is, because that's why he's the greatest defender in the Premier League, in the world. But yesterday he didn't have the best game, so I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. He should have dealt with Beto a bit better yesterday in the first half. But in the second half, he made up for it, got a little bit better, but I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? I'll give him a 5.5.
He did slightly worse than Ibu, but I think they're both to blame, to be fair.
Yeah. No, but more Van Dijk though for that one better.
Yeah, Van Dijk. I don't know why he tried to fly kick it. I don't know why he tried to fly kick it.
I know, yeah. I know about some fly kick, bro. I was thinking, what are you doing?
Yeah, but
I don't know what he was doing in that first half. What are you doing, man?
5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. That's what I put him. So, yeah. One Yaks goes to the messages, which compared to the City and Arsenal is way better than apparently better club Man U. You have to say you had a great. Oh, of course we had a great season. I'm not listening to all that negative energy, man. You know what I mean? We just do our thing and let them hate, man. Let them hate. They've still got the projects, man. Let them do the projects. They can do their projects and we win titles. That's it, isn't it? That Beto is so whack too. I know. This is what I'm saying. Van Dijk must have been still not woken up, man. In the second half, he woke up. But the first half, whoa. But it is what it is. Look.
What Carragher says, we made him look like Prime Didier Drogba.
yeah. That's it. That's the one. It made him look like, that's it. It made him look like Prime Didier Drogba. That's what he was like. But anyway, but the other thing with Didier Drogba, that goal, that chance that Beto had, he would have buried he would have buried that, He would have buried that. So anyway, Robertson, let's go to Robertson. What you saying about Robertson?
Robbo, I would say he did really well actually. I thought his overlapping ones were good. So his work rate was amazing as well. I'll say 7. I'll say 7 for Robbo.
It was good, wasn't he?
It was good, Robbo.
I'll give Robbo it, man. Robbo was good, man. Good crosses into the middle. And I think he was the one who nearly scored. I think it was Salah, I think. driving forward, he was absolutely outstanding. Robbo was. Yeah, man. I got a hats off to Robbo, man. You got to give it to Robbo. Played good yesterday. Not many mistakes. I'm gonna give Robbo an 8. Is that what you gave him? 8.
I go 7.
I'm gonna give him an 8. So 7.5. I thought Robbo was really good yesterday. You got to Robbo, man. That's why he should be used as a squad player next season. You don't want to let Robbo go. I'd rather let Timmy Cass go.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, 8.5 then. What did you give him? 7?
7.
I'll give him more, 7.5. So let's go to the midfield. Ryan Gravenberch had a tough time finding a way through the runs and passes, in my opinion, but tested Pickford with a decent shot. But overall, again, he looked shattered. Looked tired for the match. Look, like I said, the games he's played. So I'm going to give Gravenberch a 5. I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah, it's not good enough, man. Losing the ball every time. Couldn't play the simple passes.
No.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it was to Gravenberch. He couldn't play. When he was getting pressed, he had no composure. I don't know what was up with him today.
I know.
Yesterday, but I don't know what was up for him. Yeah.
He's knackered, that's what it is.
I'll say 4.
Yeah, I'll put him there in the section for them. Oh, again, Gravenberch with no head. So I can't find the other one, man. I had the other one before. I got to delete the one with no head. Anyway, McAllister, for me, escaped a bad injury by Tarkowski. Let's talk about this briefly. Can I tell you something now, right? I don't know how certain news outlets, most of the people with a brain knew that Tarkowski should have been sent off. You get me? Most people with a brain, he knows about the basics of football, which is probably me. He knows that he should have been sent off. This guy should have been on police charges. The police should have been waiting outside the arena for him to arrest him after that. That was assault. That was assault on McAllister. And for that not to be a red, what was even more disrespect is that he went to the VAR. Why did it have to even go to the VAR? You could see the referee was clearly seeing it. The referee, young referee, no excuses. If you can't do the job, don't do it. Don't matter how young you are. You there, a Premier League referee, because, oh yeah, but he's young at the job. I'm sorry. You should know what a foul is, and that was a blatant foul. And for him to get a yellow was absolutely outstanding. Was baffling to me. All the experts said, apart from talkSPORT, some people on talkSPORT said it wasn't a foul. Unbelievable. The trolls on there, but it is what it is. But for me, he should have got a flipping. He should have been dismissed from the game. So as for McAllister, I thought he had a good game. He was solid, done his thing. So I'm going to give him a 7.
McAllister. Yeah, I thought he'd done his thing as well. He was solid. He was solid in DM. He didn't lose the ball as much as Gravenberch did. So yeah, I thought he was strong on the ball as well. He beat the press quite well when Everton was starting to press a bit. McAllister beat the press. So yeah, I say 7. But overall, he was just solid, Bernie.
Yeah. Right, let's go on to the next one. Dominic Szoboszlai. What do you think of him?
Szoboszlai, I thought it was okay. Sabo. There's times where he could have shot, and looked for a better passing option, but I just think he was all right. So far. Yeah, he could have. You know what he's like, always recycling the ball to Salah, always looking for Salah all the time, stuff like that. And when Salah ran off, he was like flapping his arms about. I don't know if that was about Salah coming off or don't know. But yeah, you can see that every time the boy is always looking for Salah all the time.
Yeah, and all passes back all the time. Take the shot, man. Take the shot. Stop passing back to Salah or passing back. He gets a chance to shoot and he just always wants to pass it. He doesn't want to take the shot. He's just got zero confidence. For me, he's getting a 5, in my opinion. What are you giving him?
6.
So it's a 5.5 then. So the next one is we're going to go on to the attackers. Mohamed Salah, for me, had a terrible game. He looked good in the first 10 minutes, but after that fell off. It seems like the defenders know how to mark him out. And plus fatigue as well. Maybe it's a bit of both. Yeah, he didn't have a good game today. He's been like that for 4 weeks now, 4 games in a row. He hasn't really played good, Mohamed Salah. But this is what happens when you don't rotate him. When he plays every single game of the season, he will get tired, and it's happening now. It happens every season, and the club never learns. They just keep, doing it, playing him every single game. They're just scared of bringing someone else in. I don't know why. Chiesa's there. He can do this thing. Chiesa can play as a 9. He can play as a left wing. He can play as a 10. They're not utilising Chiesa, but regarding Mohamed Salah, didn't have a good game. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, Salah's well in his game today. Losing the ball. Yeah. I don't think he warrants a 5 in my opinion. I think he warrants a Wutless. I just don't think he was good enough.
I'm in the border.
Nowhere near. You know, that you think about Salah that's been in the season, mid-season, all of a sudden it comes to the back of the season, he's not showing up for us, and it happens like this every single season without fail, because we always play him all the time. We don't rotate. We've got Kayes on the bench there, right? Yeah. That's a quality player, but we're not playing him. I don't know what. I don't know the delusion with Slot here. I don't get it. Been a good manager for us, but I don't know what his problem with Chiesa is.
Oh, no, no way. That's
like,
me.
He likes Jota, and we all know that. His love for Jota needs to be assessed. But yeah, so Salah just weren't good enough. So I'll say 2 in my opinion.
I'll just put him in the 2 to 4.
Losing the ball, there's no attacking threat, man. That big left back had him over every single time.
Yeah, the Tories PRG said Grav and Salah need rotating, both are falling off a year court. They're both falling off a cliff. Harsh analysis from Toto. Rago. Toto's cold, man. Okay.
It's going good.
Let's go on to Diogo Jota. His first goal since mid-January, and in a classic Jota style, a wee dance between the defenders before tucking it in nicely. So, what are you saying, Jota? I thought Jota, the goal, he said, look, when he scored the goal, I've got to admit, yeah, I lost my shit, man. I jumped everywhere. I go, yeah. But he scored the goal, yeah, and he's going to get a high number for it. But overall, I didn't think he played the best football. I think after he scored the goal, and after he kind of like...
Footballing was crap today.
Huh?
I say footballing for the majority of the game was crap.
Yeah, but he scored. That's what I'm saying. You get me? So that's why I'm not gonna give him man of the match. You get me? Some people, the Sky gave him man of the match. I don't agree with man of the match. I'm gonna give him my man of the match in a minute, and it wasn't Jota. But I thought Jota was all right, so I'm gonna give Jota. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. No, 7. 7. He scored that goal, and we needed that goal, so I'm gonna give him a 7.
Yeah, 7. 7 for me. I think all game was crap and terrible, but you had that one bit of magic which won us the game. And, good goal as well.
So let's go move on to Diaz. For me, this guy is my man of the match. People are gonna go, whoa, Diaz. He's picking up for Diaz. I told you so many times on this channel. It doesn't matter if I don't like a player. Player plays good, I will give him credit. I've said that, been consistent since I started my channel. Even if I don't like certain players, I think certain mans are crap. Like Curtis Jones, I don't rate Curtis Jones, but he played good today. Yesterday. So I'm going to give him his props. Luis Díaz played brilliant yesterday. For me, he's getting man of the match. Absolutely outstanding football yesterday. His work rate was off the chart, running forward, on the ball, quick feet, passing it in, trying to make something happen. He was absolutely on par. He was really, really, really good yesterday. Very, very good. So I'm gonna give him what's the highest I've gone? I'm gonna give him a 9. I think he was really good yesterday.
Yeah, it was a different
and he's my man of the match as well.
Yeah, for me it is definitely. People might say Jar for the winning goal, but you gotta think about the whole game.
Exactly. Diaz was outstanding.
This was the old Diaz.
I'm gonna give it him. I'll gotta give it him.
This is the Diaz we used to see. You know what I'm saying? You know,
for the first 4 parts of the season.
Yeah, because you know the way he was making, it was an absolute threat on the left wing. It was a nuisance on the left wing, passing it in, hoping someone gets to the end of it, but of course not. It's not his fault. But yeah, overall, it was really, really good. He weren't greedy as much. Tried to find the right angle, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. But yeah, I'd say 8 for me.
Yeah, he was good, man. I'll give him a 9, so we can give him an 8.5. I think he was really good yesterday. If he would have got a goal, he would have got a 10. He was really good. Right, I rated him yesterday. Quick feet. Yeah. He was trying to make something happen. Notorious says, I didn't love Diaz. I didn't love Diaz yesterday. He was okay. 7 out of 10. Fair enough. Yeah, 7 out of 10. The good numbers still. Subs now. Let's go to subs. Darwin Núñez ended up in a tangled with Pickford, and again that should have been the penalty in my book as well. When Pickford assaulted him, and he got away with that, Pickford. But Darwin Núñez, for me, came on, didn't really do anything. I never thought he was going to do anything. That's my opinion, and I'm going to give him a 5.
Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing. He came on and he just was just there. I'm not. This is just the way it was, isn't it?
Yeah, he didn't do nothing when he come on. Apart from that one thing where caused Pickford a bit of troubles. But yeah, that's it really. 5.
Actually, no, I'm gonna give him the 4. He was no better than Salah and Gravenberch. I can't leave him higher than them, and he was a sub as well. So Cody Gakpo for me had no time to make any impact. So I'm not gonna mark him. Endo the same. Only come on in stockage time. Arne Slot. Let's go on to Arne Slot. What are you saying about Arne Slot?
Yeah, I thought Slot did pretty well, in my opinion. I thought, I know we kept a clean sheet. Of course, it was unlucky by Better not scoring, but we still kept a clean sheet at the end of the day. I thought we defended solidly in the second half. I think, first off, when Van Dijk and Konate trouble, you can't really blame Slot for that. You can't blame Slot for that. All you can blame Slot for is the structured defence, which is good. It was a good structured defence. People tracking back. I thought attack did well. I had so much time on the ball in possession wise. So yeah, 7. I'll say 7 for Slot.
Yeah, Arne Slot. I think yesterday. I think I would have brought on Chiesa yesterday. Never. I don't know why he didn't bring him on. He did sub Salah in the end, didn't he? He did sub Salah in it, but he didn't bring on Chiesa, which was weird. He should have just brought on Chiesa and see what he could do. He can have more trust. He has to have more trust in his team, man. In Chiesa. Yeah, he's a good player, man. He just needs to be utilised more, but it is what it is. Look, he didn't bring him on. But overall, honestly, I thought he came on positive. I saw the commentator at the end asking him about the foul, the red card. That should have been the foul. Should have been took off with McAllister. He didn't really engage in it. He was just keeping the cool head. I thought his substitutes were okay. But he's done his thing. He's on his slot, and he's done his thing. And you can see he's grown in confidence now. I think the Liverpool now look like the old Liverpool when we first started at the beginning of the season. That we just go out and just win the game. But yeah, I think honestly, I'm going to give him a 7. I agree with you, Toto. I'm going to give him a 7. So that's it, man. That's the end of the review. Guys, can you please smash that like button? We might be back later on, maybe just for a player lineup. So I might put the thing out for that. That can be about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Player lineup. We're going to do the player lineup today because tomorrow can't be doing it because F1's on tomorrow. So I'm going to do the player lineup later. If you want to join us. If other channels are on, I understand. Remember to come over to the channel and smack that like button and support us on the channel. So that's it. Anything else you want to say, Toto, before we head off?
No, say thank you on 5K. That's all I got to say, really.
Yeah,
and that's it. That's all I got to say.
So we'll be back. We will be back later. We're doing a player lineup. So big up to everybody. Arne Slot. And for everybody who said that we were going to fall off, for everybody who said that Liverpool was not going to win the league, but everybody was even more delusional that said that Man United was going to finish above Liverpool. That was funny. And for everybody said that Arteta, this was his year. This is for everybody who doubted Slot and Liverpool. This is the message to all of you. And you know who you are.
Where's your big mouth now? Where's your big fucking fat mouth now?